going through some charts here, so I'm going to do a couple more here. Duolingo breaks out on the weekly. You have news here where they crush earnings. They came out with 6% positive earnings when it was expected to be negative 8 cents. So that's a huge beat. I can add a note in there later. Then it trades in this box here. It breaks out above it, kind of drifts and rounds out here. So you get a sell signal right there. Actually, here is kind of a heads up, like, okay, made new highs. You didn't get any volume to follow through with that. You can see here the volume there didn't close at the highs, and it's just coming right back. Here you get it cooling off, and then now it breaks back into this box here this week. So just kind of pulling back and holding up. They projected 40% growth going forward. I think the float's okay. It's higher ADR. There's just no setup on here right now. I think it needs to build more. It needs more time. MSTR was another one I was looking at here. So I was tracking this back in here, and unfortunately I didn't take it. I did take Mara and Coin. MSTR. This is why I like to look at both dollar volume and share volume, and then I have signals here with the white dots, red dots, pink, etc. So you started seeing it curl up here, breaks out. You have to be aware that, okay, it made a big move. Now you're getting a pullback, and now you're looking for, if you want to get an early entry, you're looking for it to break, take out some candles here, which it does. Then you get a new high. Then it goes sideways again here in the daily. Fills a little box, breaks out again. I did take this one here. I think I took it here and held it for a little bit. And then once we had this, I got out. Although I probably should have held because it built another kind of box here. So it fails, pulls back. Here you get a sell signal. You get some volume coming in, but it's still kind of holding that. It's still holding above the gap. Right, so you have a lot of demand there. And then and the whole group is strong. Now this is coming up on here. Let's look at a weekly chart. It's kind of choppy. And so here you can say, like, okay, volume is up, but really sellers are in control there, and then sellers are in control here. So if you're looking at the chart, yes, it's going up, but now sellers are coming in. So I would be looking not really to take this short. I'll be looking for it to get above probably here, this level, to take it long with volume. And then from a short perspective, I think this is one I would not, it's just a little bit too hard for me. I think maybe it has to build out. If it does something more like it did back in here, if you get something like that. But I would, at this stage, I don't think it's really that shortable. Coin, you can look at, I think it might be a little bit easier to read. So here you can see you're increasing dollar volume. Share volume is not. You don't have the green. But that kind of gives you a heads up that maybe this might work. And then it breaks out above, out of this cup, makes a nice little run here from this high. Makes a move of about 66%. Now, if you're not taking profit into that, that's your own fault. But here you're getting some selling, seller stepping in there and there. So here it's closing almost at the highs, And you can see now it's like kind of sellers are stepping in a little bit. And you get this doji that sellers are in control. Now here you had some buyers step in. But yeah, you get a sell signal here. Confirmation here, so that would be one where you could take it short as a break below that low, but you don't really get the follow through after that. So you get this nice 1 day down move that you could have played. But yeah, it just followed the 10-day nice and smoothly all the way up, which made for a nicer, easier trade. You can see Mara. That's a sell signal there. Well, it's not giving you a color signal, but just based on the volume, right? And then if you flip to the daily, that's where you get the pink the pink there, so that's a heads up, and then breaks that low. There you can take it short. And then it comes right down to the anchored VWAP from this breakout way back here and find support. Now, yesterday I traded AAOI as a day trade, and I should have held the piece longer, but I sold it as it came up to this anchor VWAP. So I got in, I say like right around here. Look, you got volume coming in, and we're getting a buy signal, an early buy signal there. This pulled back on lighter share volume. Dollar volume was up a little bit, but this is like a nice little pullback. Let's look at the highs here. It's still holding above that 1626. On a weekly chart, you would love to see more volume coming in for me to be more convinced that this wants higher prices. I probably would want to see more volume here. So that's why I didn't hold it. Although maybe I should have held at least a little piece of it. All right, what else do we got here? Maybe start doing these as a live stream so I can field some requests to look at some charts here.